Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. There are children playing in the streets who could solve some of my top problems in physics because they have modes of sensory perception that I lost long ago. The atomic bomb made the prospect of future war unendurable. It has led us up those last few steps to the mountain pass, and beyond there is a different country. Both the man of science and the man of action lie always at the edge of mystery, surrounded by it. The optimist thinks this is the best of all possible worlds. The pessimist fears it is true. There is a story behind everything. How a picture got on a wall, how a scar got on your face. Sometimes the stories are simple, and sometimes they are hard and heartbreaking. In science, there are no shortcuts to truth. The most important discoveries will provide answers to questions that we do not yet know how to ask, and will concern objects we have not yet imagined. We do not believe any group of men adequate enough or wise enough to operate without scrutiny or without criticism. The atomic bomb certainly is the most powerful of all weapons, but it is conclusively powerful and effective only in the hands of the nation which controls the sky. There is always a certain peace in being what one is, in being that completely. One has to be prepared to fight for one's simple convictions. In the laboratory, there are no fakes. Nature cannot be fooled. Science is an absolute necessity to the preservation of our people and our culture. There is no other way to have international security except by a satisfactory armament and by the scientific approach of internationalism. To remain alive as a scientist, one must adopt the philosophy that, concerning the vast range of natural events, it is better to believe nothing at all. In science, it is not speed that is the essence, but rather honesty and clarity. The best way to send information is to wrap it up in a person. Any man whose errors take 10 years to correct is quite a man. I have to think that I'm at least partly an artist, because if I thought of myself as just a physicist, if the radiance of 1,000 suns were to burst at once into the sky, that would be like the splendor of the Mighty One. When you see something that is technically sweet, you go ahead and do it, and you argue about what to do about it only after you have had your technical success. One cannot expect to solve problems in politics or economics unless we give serious attention to the underlying values that motivate society. The future will have to take care of itself. It is not possible to be a physicist without having a religious belief. I have no better word for it, although I know there are those who are uncomfortable with the idea of religion.